Hi, and welcome to this month's sales tip, the sales tip for July 2017. Tim Royds here, Director of Highclear, providers of B2B sales consultancy and sales training services in the UK and indeed internationally. And you find me international again this week in Sophia Antipolis, just outside of Nice in France. And you find me stood in the middle of a river. But I'm not getting very wet, am I? Look how dry that is. Because of course it's summer and the water's not flowing anymore. And this month's tip is all about how the same thing can happen in new business sales. Because there are times when we think, oh, the order book, we'd better get some orders in there. We spend time finding names of new prospects. Then we get on the phone, win appointments to see them, go and enjoy the appointment with them. We might be able to provide a proposal or quotation just after one meeting. It might take 2 or 3, but then we're busy doing this and we're writing out business proposals and quotations, and then we think we still haven't sold anything, but eventually the sales come flowing into the business. Fantastic. But what happens then? Because the danger is all too often things dry up again, just like this riverbed. And the problem's been, you've put, just like a lot of water at the top of this water course, you put a lot of activity in the top of your sales funnel, your sales pipeline. It comes all the way through past appointment winning, past appointment, past proposal. The sales come out the bottom, and what's following it? Nothing. So it's exactly like putting a whole lot of water at the top of this water course. It comes all the way through, and then after it, things dry up again, because there's no follow-on water. So here's the very simple tip for this month for those of you who are involved with new business acquisition and have to win new business with new prospects. Diarise activity every week to win appointments by telephone or however you gain access to your prospects every week. Now what that means is it's the equivalent of putting water in at the top of this water course consistently, non-stop. Now for a water course it's a bit more predictable. You will get a nice even flow of water coming through. Sales isn't quite like that, but certainly you're going to get a far more consistent flow of sales into the business if you're putting a far more consistent flow of activity into the top of your sales funnel in the first place. What's for sure is if you put only an intermittent pieces of activity into the top of the funnel, you're going to get far more intermittent sales coming out of the bottom. Simple sales tip: if you're prospecting, do it consistently, diarise time every week. Look forward to seeing you next month. And of course, successful selling and prospecting in the meanwhile.